This is the second battle, where in the Beta Flash tournament number 90, we have Round Table Knights Abu commanding the Saxons against Agony Prussian Prince commanding the Western Roman Empire. Cool matchup. So once again, max 10 cavalry, max 4 of the same unit. The most important rules. So, skirmishers now for the Prussian Prince. He has given some bronze chevrons to his Equites Promoti. I don't like Equites Promoti at all, they are crap units. Scholae Palatinae, better. But I mean, it's a bit weird because the Equites Promoti, they have a nice bit of armor. They're just a bit lacking in the ability to take skirmish fire, and that kills them quite a lot. So in terms of stats, they are not far behind the Scholae, but they seem to die a lot faster. Magister Militum, Brace, Protectores, Armigeri, Defensores. Then he has 2 Ballistari, 3 Ballistari actually, so strong skirmishing here. For Abu, we have 2 Nordic hurlers, we have 2 Nordic pikes, quite like that. Geoguth Javelin Man. Strong javelins, high rate of fire, and quite a lot of javelins. They can do a lot of damage to cavalry. He has his heroic cavalry, his Nordic horse lords, elite Nordic spears, and very few melee infantry for being Saxons. He has elite Nordic warriors, 2 elite Nordic warriors, and the chieftain with Gedrift. And the chieftain with Gedrift is an insanely tanky unit. 67 armor, 175 health, 121 morale. You're going to have to kill this guy completely dead before he gives up. It's just, the army can be losing, he can be attacked in the rear, he just doesn't care. He'll fight. So very strong cavalry for both Prussian and Abu. Funditores are going to or Nordic hurlers are going to move up and fire at the Ballistari, but they are in loose formation, and loose formation makes them less effective against missiles, not more effective. They will be shuffling around, it will reduce their rate of fire. But up against these 100 missile damage Ballistari, it's not really a lot that Nordic hurlers can do, basically. This engagement was a bit premature for Abu. Very nice kills here, and now he has a bit of a problem. He's severely outmatched in skirmishing. His pikes are close to useless now. He can use them to protect his center. But Saxon Lancers here could do a lot of damage to the Protectores, but they will not do too well when fired upon by Ballistari. But I really like what Abu is doing here. He's rushing in his pikes. Prussian Prince just says, fuck it, let's just charge frontally anyway. And he times it perfectly, so the pikes are down. And the pikes get absolutely wrecked. The Nordic pikes just disappeared. And that fatal mistake might have cost Abu the game here. He gets his elite Nordic spears into the Equites Promoti. The Equites Promoti are going to die, but the center of Abu just disappeared from cavalry charges, and he didn't have his pikes down. The Prussian Prince was either very lucky or had really good timing in the way he was able to catch the pikes down. So while Abu is doing a decent enough job on the flanks, he is also losing. He is losing significantly over here. He's losing significantly in the center. The crossbows of Prussian Prince, basically unopposed, able to pour the fire into the chieftain. But the Prussian Prince's general is also dying here. But I think this is definitely looking better for the Prussian Prince than it is for Abu here. The chieftain with Gedrith is... When these cavalry units clean up the skirmishers, they are going to be able to get in. The Prussian Prince is probably killing his own general here. but it's also killing the Saxon general. Bit of a miss micro here by the Prussian prince. Here comes the Palatinoi into the back of the Gedrith, and even an infantry unit that is as tanky as the chieftain is going to start dying when getting charged by even medium melee cavalry. So the flanks are gone for Abu. His general is just going to hold for what seems like forever, but is losing decisively. He has army losses, still 87 morale. Now 35 morale because he's losing decisively, but he's still steady. Just insane how much morale this guy has. It takes quite a lot of time to kill him as well because of the high health and high armor. If this guy had a decent weapon, he would be insane. I think this is one of the few units that could do better while having an axe than a sword because of the extreme tankiness. Doesn't have a great charge, has great armor, great melee defense, so I really think that the chieftain with Gedrith could do with an axe. One of the few units that would perform better with an axe than with a sword. So, GG, the Prussian prince takes it, a decisive victory. That cavalry charge in the center was either super lucky or very MLG. 1109 men remaining for the Prussian prince. So devastating, good game to both players. Nice kills here on the Ballistari, but the Nordic hurlers just could not compete. And when the pikes were up for the Nordic pikes, that frontal charge just wrecked them. So it would have been very interesting to see how this battle played out if those pikes were down and the Prussian prince's cavalry got wrecked. But they weren't, so he was fine. So Prussian prince advances to the next round, Strength and Honor.